On Christmas Day, Mr. Tennant was found dead by Mr. Davies. He went straight to the police to tell them what he had seen. I had an appointment with Mr. Tennant, but he didn't answer his door. I walked around the house to his bedroom window on the ground floor. There was some frost on it that I had to wipe. And I saw him, white as a ghost, with a knife in his heart. I broke the window and entered the room and realized that he had died a long time ago. The police immediately arrested him. Why? Was he really a killer? You get to crack the case. Shouldn't take more than 15 seconds to solve it. Are you an expert solver? No time left. He could not have wiped the window clean enough to see. Frost only forms inside, not outside, the windows of a house. Riddle me this. Two friends meet up for a drink. Ashley is very thirsty and drinks 4 iced teas, while Kelly has the time to enjoy only one. Kelly dies, and the police find traces of the poison in all glasses. How did Ashley survive? Having trouble with this one? Time is running out. You must have found out by now. Come on, you're killing me. The poison was in the ice cubes. They didn't have time to melt in Ashley's drink as she drank them up so fast. Riddle me this. A farmer is on his way home from the market. He has a fox, a chicken, and a bag of grain with him. To cross the river, he has to take a small rowing boat that can only fit 2. If left alone together, the fox will eat the chicken, or the chicken will eat the grain. How can he cross the river without anyone eating anything? That's one of my favorite classic riddles. Don't know the answer? What if the farmer eats the chicken? Have you guessed it? He has to make 3 round trips. First, he takes the chicken and leaves the fox and grain together. Then he goes back for the grain and takes the chicken back to the first bank. He takes the fox and leaves the chicken by itself. Finally, he goes back for the chicken. Riddle me this. Detective West and Detective Lance have to meet up urgently to exchange information about a murder case. West leaves the crime scene on a motorcycle that goes 60 miles per hour, heading east. Lance leaves the police station with his car that goes 80 miles per hour, heading west. The distance between each point is 72 miles. When they cross paths, which one will be closer to the police station? Come on, you don't need to be a mathematician to solve this. Or do you? In any case, timer is nearly at 0. Good luck. Both. If they cross paths, they're at the same distance from the police station, no matter where they are on the road. Riddle me this. Nicholas wanted to enter a private club, but he didn't know the password. He decided to spy on the entrance. A man walked up to the door, and the doorman asked, 12? He replied, 6, and was let in. A second man walked up to the door, and when he was asked 6, he answered 3. Convinced he had cracked the code, Nicholas stepped forward and knocked on the door. The doorman asked, 10? And Nicholas answered, 5. The doorman didn't let him in. What should he have said? This riddle was offered by 3 expert solvers on our Facebook group. Julie again, Frank, and Jack Lavadia. Though why did it have to be mathematics again? Blah. Three. Nicholas thought you only had to divide the given number by 2, as in 12 divided by 2 equals 6, and 6 divided by 2 equals 3. But the code was actually the number of letters in each number. 12 has 6 letters, 6 has 3 letters, and 10 has 3 letters, not 5. Riddle me this. Miss Goldie died on stage in the middle of a concert. She was truly the greatest singer of the joint. When the police arrived, they questioned the last 4 people who spoke to her. Louie, her manager. She complained about having back pain, so I gave her one of my Vicodin pills, but that was 2 hours before the concert. I really don't think that could have had an effect. Emily, her best friend. I'm sure it's Daisy. She slept with her boyfriend behind her back and was jealous of her talent. Daisy, a fellow singer. I might have fooled around with Max, but it's over now. He chose her, and I respect that. Max, her boyfriend. This is insane. Today was our anniversary. I was about to propose after the concert. My last moment with her was enjoying some champagne and massaging her back before the gig. The police arrested Daisy. However, they are wrong, and you know it. What would you say to save her from prison? Are you a good enough detective to save Daisy before the police lock her up? If you've seen all 10 episodes, you should be able to figure out that it was an accident, and Daisy had nothing to do with it. It was the mix between the Vicodin and the champagne that killed Miss Goldie. Riddle me this. After a big storm, the captain of a Japanese ship is found dead. The master-at-arms suspects murder and questions 4 crew members. The cook saw nothing because he was prepping breakfast. The quartermaster was doing inventory as the storm knocked down a lot of crates. The armorer could not have seen a thing. He was fixing the flag that was upside down. The first mate was hiding below deck up to 10 a.m. because he was seasick. Who did it? Tick-tock, tick-tock. Time is running out. The timer is nearly at 0. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pencils down. The armorer. The flag of Japan cannot be upside down. Riddle me this. Mr. Smith was found dead on Tuesday by his wife. When the police arrived, they realized that he had been killed in the morning 2 days prior. They questioned the 4 suspects. Amy, the wife. I'm sorry I didn't call sooner. We had a fight, and he retreated into his office. I didn't know he'd been killed. Rory, the cook. I wasn't there the whole week, so I have no idea what happened. Clara, the maid. I was at the post office that morning. I could not have been there. Pete, the butler. Hey, it's no secret that I never liked him. But there'd been a party the day prior, so I woke up late that morning. Who is the killer? I'm sure you already know. You don't? Must think faster. Must think faster. Clara the maid. If he was killed 2 days before Tuesday, that would be Sunday. She claimed she was at the post office, which are closed on Sundays. Riddle me this. A woman is staying at a hotel. She hears a knock at her door. She opens and sees a surprised man. I'm so sorry. I thought this was my room. Panicked, the woman calls 911 immediately. Why does she call them? Have you already figured this one out? I don't believe you. Are you sure you got it? Use these 10 seconds wisely. He was probably a thief. If it was his door, he wouldn't have knocked on it. Once upon a time, a dying king had no queen or relatives. He wanted to find an heir to the throne. He gave all the children in his land a seed and said, I will crown the one with the most beautiful plant. A year later, he gathered all the children. They all had beautiful, big plants, except for one little girl who had an empty pot. And yet, the king decided to crown her. Why? Want your riddle to be animated? Join our group, Riddle Me This, Expert Solvers. Have you guessed what swayed the king's mind? Are you of royal blood? Did she kill a dragon with her plant? Why did he choose her? Because he gave spoiled seeds to everybody. She was the only one who didn't cheat. Riddle me this. And that's a wrap for Season 1. Stay tuned for Season 2 starting really soon with more riddles, more puzzles, and episodes.